sports fans. Subaru of New England, love it's what makes Subaru Subaru. By Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox, and powered by Salem 5. Stay ahead of the game with the Power of 5. Make your move. Well, it has dried up, amazingly enough. Boy, the forecast was just awful for tonight for about a week. But Rangers, Suarez, and the Red Sox are ready to play baseball tonight in just a few minutes. It's mildly shocking because the weather 2 hours ago was terrible, too.
Yeah, kind of all day long. I've been waiting for it to rain all day, and it did. It did for a couple hours, but stopped enough here to kind of get this one in, and not that big of a delay.
Not at all. It's going to wind up being about 20 minutes. Red Sox 6-5 in the month of May, and they can win their second home series of the year, just their second, but beat Milwaukee in early April here at Fenway Park, and coming off one of their better victories of the season. No question about that, with a combination of pitching, defense, and the home run ball. Red Sox hitting 2 home runs last night. Trevor Story hit one, his first of the year at Fenway. And now the baseball goes to Rangers Suarez, 2-2, a 2.77 ERA. And the lefty, who has been really good over his last 5 starts before that injury that took him out of the last one on May 3rd. But you know, he has a lot of friends with the Phillies, still some very close friends he keeps in regular touch with. And that's all he knew throughout the time he was 16 years old until last year. Nothing but the Phillies.
Go back to 2012. He spent 3 summers in the Venezuelan League, 1 year in the Gulf Coast League, New York Penn League. And once he got into pro ball, affiliated ball, he got to the big leagues quick. But this is all he knows, is this uniform in the other dugout.
Phillies, by the way, have lost 11 out of 16 against lefty starters this season, a tie with the Twins for the most defeats against lefties in baseball, hitting just .217 against lefties. So we'll see what Ranger has for his former mates here tonight. We just know we are delighted to be playing baseball. Red Sox are on the plane later on tonight, heading for Atlanta, Georgia, and a weekend against the best team in baseball. They are the first team to get to 30 wins. They are going to miss Chris Sale. He's pitching tonight as the Braves try and sweep the Cubs, 2 of the very best teams in all of baseball. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule. We'll see a lot of the Braves coming up. Kansas City after the Atlanta series, home against the Twins, and then here come the Braves. I'm not sure the Red Sox can be lucky enough to miss Chris Sale twice. We'll see.
They just might, but hopefully there's no rain out in Chicago, and I wish him all the best tonight in that game, and hopefully he goes 8 scoreless and gets it over with.
He's been terrific again this season. Red Sox hoping to tie up Schwarber and Harper as they did last night. Schwarber got the Sox in game number 1. It'll be Connolly early tomorrow night in Atlanta, and then Peyton Tolley on Saturday. Red Sox have not determined a starter yet for Sunday, but Jemai had a terrific conversation with Peyton Tolley, who just lights up any room he's in.
Yeah, the young guns going at it. Best team in baseball. Early Tolley. Guy's been throwing the ball real well. I think that Sunday is more, they're not sure what they want to do with Bayo. I think he's earned that start, quite frankly, with how he's thrown the ball the last 2 times out.
I would agree. Just outstanding in the last one here. And look at the Philly lineup. It's presented by Xfinity. Trey Turner, who did not start last night, was under the weather. He's there at short. And Schwarber and Harper, who the Red Sox have really bottled up. He's 0 for 8 with 4 strikeouts in this series.
Red Sox starting pitcher presented by BuyAToyota.com. It's going to be the 30-year-old Rangers Suarez. He's really been on a roll. Of course, he hasn't thrown since May 3rd. 10 days rest. He came out with that hamstring. No IL stint. Back on the mound here against his former team. As for his arsenal, he's going to run that sinker, use the cutter, but the changeup's a big pitch for him. They can hit a little bit here this year, but he mixes it up well and hits the corners. As for the defense for the Red Sox, presented by CarShield, Caleb Durbin back at third base. Story and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up the middle with Contreras at first. The outfield left to right is Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu with Carlos Narvaez doing the catching.
The judiciary tonight, the umps are presented by M&T Bank, and Mark Ripperger is behind home plate. Shane Livensparger at first, Dan Merzell at second, Dan Bellino is the crew chief at third. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. And the weather, we've been looking at the forecast all day long. Here it is for tonight. Chance of showers on the chilly side, 54 degrees, and the wind at 4 miles an hour, not much of a factor in from right. At the moment, a very small crowd gathered at Fenway for Game 3. Red Sox trying to take the series behind Rangers Suarez, a lefty who has been really good over his 5 starts before that injury, a 1.17 ERA. And up against his former team for the first time. First one to Turner. Underway on strike 1.
They had that one outing against the Yankees, 4 2/3, gave up 4 runs, but it was 6 shutout, 8 shutout. Then there was another 8 shutout after that Yankee start. Of course, last time 4 innings, no runs, had to come out of that game.
Turner at 234, a slow start for him. Rangers signed at the age of 16 out of Venezuela by these Phillies. Spent 13 years in their organization and was golden for them in October in the postseason. 4-1, a 1.48 ERA in 11 playoff games, and they won 8 of them.
It's that last outing against the Astros, only 4. I mean, it's 4 scoreless. You're looking to kind of take that series. Walked in the dugout, said something to Bailey. You saw the look in his face, and no IL stint, but still 10 days rest for a guy that really kind of wants to locate and get a feel for the baseball, see how he looks.
Raptor at third. Nice rangy play by Durbin. Spins, throws, had a hustle. It's safe. Turner, the 4th fastest guy up the line in Major League Baseball.
Well, that should tell you something. I thought he got him too, but first hitter of the game, you're already challenging. You have to know this, right? That he's going to be out. It's a beautiful play by Durbin, kind of ranging over and knows who's running, gets it, gets rid of it quick, 1 hop. Yeah, he's going to be out.
He is.
Beautiful play.
One of his best this year.
This team keeps playing defense. I mean, they're the best defensive team in baseball, and it's not even close. They're plus 41.
The ruling on the field is overturned.
Yeah, it is.
It's out. Boston will retain its challenge.
Turner out at first base, and a call overturned, and the Red Sox get the first man.
The defense at the corners has just been Durbin. Give him all the credit in the world. I know offensively it's struggling, but defensively he's been outstanding over there. Again, plus 41 defensive runs saved, and there's only like 3 teams above plus 20. Far and above, better than anybody in the game, this team.
That'll send up Kyle Schwarber, the DH, 226, 17 home runs. We saw his 5-game home run streak come to an end last night, as he was 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. And Harper after him. Got to be a weird feeling for Ranger.
Oh yeah,
got to be emotional.
30 years old. It's all he's known since 16.
Mentioned he remains close to a lot of his teammates in Philadelphia. A bunch of the Phillies recently FaceTimed with him, and he told them, "I love you guys. I miss you guys. See you soon." And that is tonight. And a check swing. Curveball away, and the count 3-1. Red Sox got an outstanding start to Sonny Gray last night. See all the Phillies there on the top step. Across for a called strike. And looking for another one tonight. The Red Sox, it's all about the starter going 6. The Red Sox are 14-1 when the starter goes 6 or more innings, compared to 3-22 when they do not. And the 3-2 to Schwarber. A foul tip into the mitt and held by Narvaez. He struck him out. 2 down.
No matter who you are, if you're Kyle Schwarber, you're not going to give in, right? This is a good little sweeper away. That big curveball for him, 79 miles an hour out of the zone. It's one of the, hey, if you're able to lay off that, I'll put you in first. The speed's not going to kill you. The power will.
There's Bryce Harper, 266, 10 home runs. A very quiet series so far. Although he came in swinging a pretty good bat. And the former MVP will take ball one.
He was swinging it in May before the series. 344, 4 home runs. 0 for 8 here so far.
First inning presented by Samuel Adams. The Phillies have yet to lose a series under Don Mattingly. They're 11-4 under Don, but they can lose one tonight.
And more importantly, the Red Sox need to win. It's the 7th series at home. You know they're 1-4-1. They've only won 1 series in this ballpark.
Oh.
They tied the Tigers 2-2.
The only one they won was Milwaukee.
Yeah, trying to win your 2nd series at home. It's the 7th one.
Well, base is empty and 2 down. And Suarez delivers, and it's stung a liner caught by Contreras on the leap. And Suarez retires the first 3 batters tonight facing the Phillies for the first time.
Good reaction there from Wilson.
Like a relentless.
Jaron Duran will lead things off. Rain starting to fall again here at Fenway. And Jesus Luzardo delivers a strike to get going. He's 3-3 with a .598.
Philly starting pitcher presented by WB Mason. You see that ERA at 5.77, making his 9th start. Question is, which one do you get? You know, in his 4 of his starts, he has been giving it up. If you take a look at his arsenal, he does. He leads with that sweeper, even though that 4-seam fastball is going to be 97, 98. Change up.
Duran smokes a liner to center field. Marsh closes on it, though. He hit it too hard. Now number 1.
Defensively for the Phillies, gonna be Alec Bohm back at third base with Turner and Sosa up the middle. Bryce Harper at first. Outfield left to right tonight is Reyes, Marsh, and Garcia. JT Realmuto doing the catching.
It was 110.7 the velocity on the Duran liner. And Monasterio will dig in, a .241 hitter with 1 home run. And Wilyer Abreu on deck. Now Luzardo will misfire on that one. The Phillies signed him to a 5-year extension about 7 weeks after Suarez departed for Boston. So effectively, he's in his spot in the rotation.
Similar money too, 5 and 135. Ranger got 5 and 130. As I mentioned, he's got 97 to tank, but it's not like Painter last night. Like, it gets hit. Almost a 360 clip.
95 in there for a strike.
It's that sweeper changeup that he has. Changeup to righties, sweeper to lefties. Those two have been really good pitches for him.
Hammered his last time against Colorado. 6 runs in 3 innings. He'd been pitching very well before that. 2-0 with a 1.50 ERA in his 3 previous starts. Realmuto shaking up. It's happened like 3 or 4 times in this series already. He's just getting drilled all the time.
Oh, that was square too. That was right off the nose.
Tough veteran. The 2-2 fouled off by Monasterio. The Mets knocked off the Tigers 9-4 today. That's their first sweep of the year. What has been a miserable season for the New York Mets.
Tigers reeling a little bit too.
Yeah.
Since that news of Skubal. Sox swept them out there and they're struggling.
They have tumbled into the basement of the Central. Detroit has. 2-2 home. Stereo here with a tough at bat.
It's so funny. I always talk about the value of an ace. You know, how valuable are these guys? Skubal kind of gets announced there's going to be surgeries out for, and the team just disappears. Like, So the guys on the team, they're pretty good, but
we felt it out there. It was a gut punch for them. Cut on a miss. He struck him out. Monasterio down for out number 2. Yeah, he was palpable in Detroit.
That fastball, 97.
9-pitch at bat will send up Abreu. We got a shot there to Red Sox ace Garrett Crochet. Got a chance to get on the mound anyway. Ground ball to Harper. He'll take it himself. Red Sox done in quickly. 1-2-3 in the first. It off. Ranger Suarez gets a liner up the middle on one hop. Kind of Falefa with the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. We're talking about Ranger Suarez teammates still very tight with them. One of them, reliever Jose Alvarado, he said recently, hey, I see him every night right in the hallway outside the clubhouse in Philly. They've got a giant picture of Rangers celebrating a playoff win with JT Realmuto as catcher when he got the final out of the pennant clincher in 2022 against San Diego.
Well, there's a lot of emotions, but he doesn't show many of them. This guy, pretty even keel on the mound.
Really true. Just like Peyton Tolley.
Yeah, it's a great interview before the game with Jemai.
It's a big chicken pot pie guy. Bohm will take a strike. 186 hitter with 3 home runs.
He's always smiling. You can just walk into the clubhouse and see him. He kind of gives you a big old giggle, looks at you.
You know, he's such a social guy. He runs off the mound, as every pitcher does when they leave the mound. They have to be greeted by the umpire to check his hands for any sticky stuff or anything. And that's one of the best parts of the night for him, because he gets to talk to somebody right away. And that's going to be in there for strike 3. 91 miles an hour to strike out Bohm. A quick start for Ranger. 2 down.
Yeah, and he's spotting it too. He just missed off the plate the first couple, fell behind 2-0, and just brought it in a little bit more, hit that outside corner, and this is a beautiful pitch. It just freezes Bohm. Those 10 days didn't really bother him too much when it comes to location.
No. I think, well, maybe a little rusty. No, he's rested. Here's Marsh going up the middle. A tapper. Story will converge on that. Has to get rid of it fast, and does for out number 3. Nice play by Story. They go in order again.
A Friar night, I think. Obi, out in the bleachers.
Oh, after your own heart.
PC Friars represent. Like it.
The school that produced Lou Merloni. Some pretty good basketball players too over the years.
Yeah, good basketball, good good hockey. Hey, great baseball. Well, they retired it.
Well, they stopped playing. They were too good.
Tell you, once John McDonald and I left, they were like, that's it, it's done. We got to get rid of the program.
Well,
it might have been other things, but we like to tell ourselves that.
don't blame you, man. Johnny McDonald, he could pick it too. Fly ball into right center. And Marsh moving over to make the play on Contreras, and 1 gone. Both sides looking for their first base runner. In the early going, that'll bring up Cedon Rafaela, who has been hot. 333, 11 RBIs his last 15 games. Red Sox are dying for like 5 more guys to join him.
And crushing lefties, too.
And crushing lefties.
448 batting average.
Check out tonight's home run odds presented by FanDuel. With Trevor Story on deck, 2 guys who homered last night, and the Sox win.
Well, he comes out and swings at that first pitch slider, but as we mentioned in the open, one of the big things, a 36% swing rate in the first pitch. He's like a 50% or higher guy usually. But he's taking pitches, getting 1-0, even that right there. Getting 2-0, getting good pitches to hit, better ones.
Hitting .281. 4 home runs now.
But even like right there, even when he takes a pitch, I'm like, that's a 1-2 count last year, year before.
No doubt.
He's swinging through that. Look at those numbers versus lefties.
Luzardo with a 2-1 home. Just in more control of the strike zone this year. Looks like a more confident hitter.
The funny thing is, though, he still chases, right? We know that. The difference is he's getting knocks out of it. He's barreling balls out of the zone. Seen him hit a pitch a foot outside. I think he had one triple to right center. The ball was like a foot outside.
Came off the bench last night and hit his first home run off the bench in his career. He'll swing and miss, strike 3. Second K for Luzardo. 2 down. And we'll send up Trevor Story.
I say we'll see which Luzardo we get. I mean, that last outing against Colorado, 3 innings, 6 runs, but before that, a couple of starts he's dealing 3 in a row. He said 4 awful starts and 4 really good ones.
Trevor 211, 3 home runs, his first Fenway home run last night. Actually, over the last 7 home games, he's hitting .308. After beginning the season 7 for 49 at Fenway. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also made a couple of outstanding defensive plays last night. Made another good one here tonight.
Yeah, not the greatest start, but he had a great game last night. Defensively, he's fantastic. He made that 1 error against Tampa Bay. That ended a 20-game errorless streak. So he's only made 1 in the last 23, 24 games. A couple of huge plays defensively last night in the hole. Goes to home run.
Yeah, much needed in a 3-1 victory. Narvaez on deck. No score in the second. And Luzardo home with a 2-2. And a high chop to third. Bohm on that from the grass. Slings it over. And the Red Sox are done in order.
Sox group, as you guys were talking about, and this is something that Chad Tracy says he's noticed since spring training. Obviously at that time he wasn't on the big league staff, but being around the group, he said just the ground balls, the confidence in the fielders. Trace said there were a lot of conversations that led them to believe that they were going to have a pretty good defensive infield, and you pair that with the gold in the outfield guys, and it's led to the group being just absolutely exceptional collectively, leading the major leagues in defensive runs saved with 41, outs above average, second with 17, and outfield assist 11, their first in that category as well. It's been a stark contrast to what we've seen the past few years, and the Red Sox certainly love what they've been seeing.
Well, hey, look, 42 games in. Red Sox have brought a lot of reasons to disparage them onto themselves. Offensively in particular, you're hoping the bats come to life. The Red Sox start to score more runs, hit more home runs, start to win more games at Fenway. But I'll tell you this, it's fun to watch good defense. And the Red Sox defensively have been a lot of fun to watch.
Listen, you got to play good defense. You got to play at least average defense to win baseball games in this league. You can't give extra outs. This team's taking hits away as well, and that's fun to watch. It's been going on all year.
Well, you made the point in the past. I think it's a great point. You can make the plays you're supposed to make, but if you also make the plays occasionally you're not supposed to make, the big league plays, and take away those big innings from an opponent. He got fooled on that one. Real Muto on the curveball will swing and miss, and he's done. 1 away.
And then that's the thing, like they led the league in errors. So it was like, you got a problem, the ball at you. Got to fix that one first. They've done a better job there. So now it's the play that it goes for a hit, but any big league infielder would tell you, I should have made it. Right? Those are the ones that were missing. Yeah, it's going to go for a hit, but really kind of, you make that play at this level. Most, starters in this league.
Reyes will chop it to third. Durbin Little gun over in time to get him, and 2 down. Suarez has retired the first 8. Obviously, the hope was it would go hand in hand with winning games. Hasn't happened yet to the degree the Red Sox would like. You figure you improve that dramatically defensively. And it has been a dramatic improvement over what we've watched the last 2 years. You could make a very strong argument the last couple of years the Red Sox were the worst defensive team in the game.
Well, last year was the weird year. Year before, I would say that. Last year was lead the league in errors, but they were making great plays.
There were, and you get guys winning Gold Gloves.
The metrics would tell you they're still very good defensively. Last year, they just made errors. They couldn't make the routine ones, But I mean, pitching and defense, it goes together. I thought earlier in the year, really, the rotation was the most disappointing thing. They were the one that was supposed to be the best in the league. We knew offensively they had to find their groove. Lately, we know it's been turned. It's turned to the offense.
Sosa, the hitter, at 262 with 1 home run. No score in the 3rd.
The offense has been fighting it all year, but when they score 3 runs, they're 16-8.
That's going to be in there for strike 3.
Don't get me 3 runs.
How about right now? 0-0, middle of the 3rd. We have not had a base runner yet. On either side, Narvaez, Durbin, and Kiner Falefa will take on the left-hander Luzardo. Narvaez at 210 with a pair of home runs. I'm talking about defense a moment ago. In the end, scoring runs, hitting the wall, doubles, home runs, that pays the bills. I was watching a game on this, and for an inning or 2 earlier today from 2016, Red Sox won 93 games that year. They won the division. The lineup was David Ortiz, Hanley Ramirez, Mookie Betts, Dustin Pedroia, Xander Bogaerts. Jackie Bradley hit 9th. He was batting .344. This was a game in May. And it was like, oh, okay. There have been some great offensive teams, as we all know, at Fenway Park. Looped into right, coming on Garcia. Made the effort, it gets by him. It's going to keep on rolling. Marsh goes over to back it up, and Narvaez walks into second base. Adolis Garcia tried to make a hero play. It cost at least 90 feet.
Yeah, the only reason why that was a double to go with Narvaez running, but it was hit so softly, didn't get all the way to that wall. If that was a hard line drive to that wall, even Narvaez might have got a triple out of that one. Getting around the bases, he'll take it.
He didn't scald it. It was 86 miles an hour off the bat, but in the right spot.
And now you got to play a little situation. You got to get him over to third base if you're Durbin, if you feel comfortable hitting it to that side. If not, bunt for hits, beautiful.
Durbin drops it down. Back to the hill, halfway. Throw back to first in time to get him. Narvaez into third. Durbin dropping down the sacrifice bunt. Batting out of the 8th spot tonight. And now Isaiah Kiner Falefa trying to drive him in. Trying to pick up Narvaez. Hitting .205 without a home run.
Infield's going to be drawn in as well.
Big swing, foul back, strike 1, 96 miles an hour.
Not much speed at third base, so I don't think they would have a contact on. If you had Duran over there, you're going to force an infield to kind of make a quick play, but probably want to see this thing through the infield. Just get this ball in the air in the outfield.
0-1. Sweeper ate him up there. 0-2. Luzardo had a big year for the Phillies last year. Went 15-7 with a .392 ERA at 216 strikeouts in 183 plus innings. He was tough. And a swing and a miss. He got him on a pitch into the dirt. Realmuto will throw on to get him. So Narvaez can't move off third base, and now the infield back up to normal depth.
funny. You just got through playing the Rays too, and you're thinking, hey, you just push bunt this thing to first base. We saw that many times against Tampa.
Yep.
That's a spot to do it, especially your IKF. Haven't played a lot. Got a lefty on the mound. Tough to defend. You wonder if their speed at third base kind of kept them off that play.
Duran hit the ball right on the button in the first inning. Had nothing to show for it. He hit it 111 miles an hour off the bat, but Marsh made the play in center. The 1-0 and a little tapper right back to him. Underhand flip and plenty of time. Red Sox get a leadoff gift with that extra 90 feet, but can't bring him in.
Ralph, you can buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 through the 8th inning of tonight's game for a chance to win half of the jackpot. See official rules for full details.
Well, a season-long problem for the Red Sox. They get a man to second base, nobody out, cannot score him. So it remains 0-0 to the 4th inning. Trey Turner 0 for 1. He's grounded to third. Suarez has been terrific in his return. He'll get another ground ball. High hop for Story. Will cut down Turner easily. And Ranger has begun his night by retiring his old mates 10 in a row.
He's got a good fastball here today, leading with the 4-seam fastball, averaging about a mile per hour more. Got the juices flowing against his own club.
He fanned Schwarber first time in the opening inning. And in for a strike. Schwarber 357 career home runs. You can see 500 in his future. Having just signed a new long-term contract with the Phillies. Not really fond of Ranger though for 6-3 strikeouts.
No. Running a few of these guys every time they step in the box. Just saw Caminero and you just sort of like, just get out of town. Like just 6 more innings you can leave, right?
Don't mind walking you.
Judge, all these guys are just like Jordan dudes.
Yeah. This is one of them too. Nope. It was a pleasure to have very briefly with the Red Sox. They love him in Philadelphia. They've done nothing but win since he's been there. 92 miles an hour to strike him out for the second time though. Suarez is dealing.
He really is. You know, first 2 starts of the year, remember the whole WBC thing, spring training, didn't get many innings, but it was a different guy. He led with his cutter like almost third of the time. And it seems like after that second start, he's like, that's not me. I don't throw a cutter that much. We're going to go sinker, change up, little breaking ball, sneak a little 4-seam by some guys, and I'll use the cutter when I need to.
Bryce Harper hit a line drive that Contreras snagged at first in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. Curveball 0-2. Bryce Harper without a hit in the series. And the 0-2 pitch. This looks like Ranger against Toronto.
Well, yeah.
Back on April 27. Now I don't want to go too far because it's early in the game, but he went 8 innings in that one.
Did the same thing to Detroit back in April. 8 innings. Scoreless.
Against Toronto, gave up 1 hit, struck out 10. Just brilliant. They do appeal and no swing, says Dan Bellino.
Every time I see Harper check swing, I kind of hope third base coach rings him up because we know he doesn't like that too much. Usually has a few choice words whenever something like that happens.
Yes. Narvaez out to chat about this 2-2 pitch. Trying to put away Harper again. 0-0 game in the 4th.
With all the power in the game today, it's really nice watching Ranger and Sonny Gray, right? The 91 to 92. Sonny was amazing the other night, locating it, freezing guys, mixing in some off speed. You got a couple guys that pitch in a league where it's more about power stuff and see what happens.
Yeah, so true. 2-2. Just away. And a full count on Bryce. Three-two. Harper has been a star since his teens when he appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated before he could drive. As the next great thing. 3-2 again. And he is on with ball four. So he becomes the first man to reach tonight with 2 down in the 4th inning as he'll take the walk. And it'll bring Garcia to the plate. Certainly hope you'll join us tomorrow night from Atlanta. Connolly early against Spencer Strider, the right-hander. He's made his way back from injury. That's at 7:15 from Atlanta, Georgia. It'll be ball one. Garcia will get a time here. He was a big part of the Texas Rangers run to a World Series back in 23. In fact, he hit a walk-off home run in Game 1 of the World Series that year. Bounding ball, another high hopper. The underhand flip by Story and plenty of time to force Harper, so nothing comes of the walk.
In the home half of the 4th inning, Andrew Monasterio in there trying to extend his hit streak to 4 games now. Guys, last 8 games he's hitting almost 300, 840 OPS. I was talking to Chad Tracy about him and he said I like the player a lot. I really got to know him during spring training because of his fast abilities. He's versatile. He can play all over the field if you need him to as well. In the at bat, he says, was always quality. Pretty good against lefties. Always going to give you a competitive bat against righties as well. So he said he's a player that you're trying to keep involved because we feel like he can help. This is his 13th start, 5th time DHing for the Red Sox, but they continue to try to find spots to get him involved in the games.
28-year-old from Venezuela. Struck out his first time up. He'll pop this one up into center field. Marsh will wait on it. And one down. Red Sox have the only hit in the game, the Narvaez double. It got by Garcia. That has been it. Game that started 20 minutes late tonight at 7:05. Hope is to play right through without any delays. Abreu is 0 for 1. He has grounded out to first. Batting .303 coming into play tonight with 6 home runs.
Continues to hit lefties. 378 OPS. 909 versus lefties. To his credit, did a lot of work in the offseason. Kind of doing some drills to kind of stay in there and gives you good quality at bats. Got a few guys and lefties on this team hitting them better than righties.
Trying for the hole and has another one. Red Sox with their second knock tonight against Luzardo. He was 8th in the American League in batting average coming in and 9th in hits. That's his 48th hit.
Well, that's how you hit 300. I mean, where he's at right now. You know, we know he's got pop. We know he can pull side. Strong enough, but how many balls does he hit in that same spot? You know, just go to just tough lefty, throws hard, good sweeper. To just take what they give you. Difference between hitting 300 and 250.
Contreras 0 for 1. He's flat out to center. Got back in the lineup after getting plunked on Sunday. Got back in last night. Made a couple of really terrific defensive plays. And then late in the game on a pop-up that he really had very little chance to catch in foul territory, he dove, landed hard, Got right back up. A pickoff attempt, and it's going to work. Cut him down. Abreu's out on the move by Luzardo. 2 down.
He caught him leaning here. I don't know if he was moving or if it was just first time seeing this move. It's a pretty good one. I mean, he's lifting that leg and the body's kind of going home, but he steps to first base. That's a good move.
Shot to left field. That's going to drop down and bounce up against the wall. Contreras heading for 2. Reyes will throw and not going to get him. He stayed on his feet. So that hurts doubly. Pickoff just moments earlier.
Yeah, that hurts. Of course, you get picked off. Next pitch is a double, right? Whether it's second and third, or maybe you bring him in. But Contreras, it's like a little change up at 86 down, but he goes and gets it. That's something you come into the game too, and it's like, hey, this guy's got a good pickoff move, right? It has to be communicated. If we're not going, we got to see it. Got to see it with your own eyes, see how good it really is. And he just caught him.
Cedar Rafaela struck out first time up. Man at second, 2 away. Red Sox with another opportunity to get on the scoreboard. They had one last inning.
I can guarantee you that talk right there with Flores and Duran was about that move. Whether there's cues, whether there's tips, like they got scout reports on everything. When his hands are here, when his feet are here, he's going home. Let's remember it.
1-1. Best base stealer you ever played with?
Well, I did play with Ricky Henderson.
That would be number 1.
He was 41, whatever it was, but his first step was still better than anybody in the league. He didn't have the ultimate speed. He was different.
I'll say. A lot of different ways. Pop to right, headed for the seats, and a foul out of play. Ricky, who always addressed himself in the third person.
That was a fun year. We had Carlos Baerga on that team.
Oh, that is a great group.
Those two. It was like stand-up comedian every night.
Oh, Carlos, a great personality.
You get him going.
Ricky was in a league of his own. And the 1-2 will not be made. 2 down. Red Sox have all 3 hits in the game so far. Luzardo had made 1 career start at Fenway before tonight. That was back in 23 when he was a Miami Marlin. Went 6 1/3 scoreless in a Marlins win. 3-2 on Cedar. Trevor Story to hit next.
There's always a guy in Miami that kept waiting for him to put it all together. Part of that group. Sandy Alcantara obviously did. Ended up moving him.
High fly left center, well struck, but Marsh is backing up onto the track to make the play. Red Sox with a couple of hits in that inning. Nothing to show. Nothing. Picked off. Suarez going after Alec Bohm, who struck out in the second. Only 1 base runner against the lefty tonight, and that was Bryce Harper in the 4th inning.
Only 1 hard hit ball off a Ranger here through 4 innings. That's when you know he is on.
We were talking about base stealers and who you played with or against was the best. Fastest guy I ever saw in a baseball diamond was Deion Sanders. Toward the hole, threw for a base hit. So Bohm is aboard with their first knock tonight. This one leads off the 5th inning for the Phillies.
Yeah, that was different. You know, we played the Yankees here at home. I was talking with Aaron Boone because they had just played Tampa. And he brought up Deion when he was talking about that kid Simpson. You know, as far as the speed. Kid Chandler Simpson can move.
Oh, man.
Deion was in that same class.
Marsh is 0 for 1. He's grounded out to short, looking to bunt, went for it and missed it for a strike. It was covering the Atlanta Braves. This was in the early part of the Bobby Cox era. And Dion was playing for the Atlanta Falcons and the Braves at the same time. The 0-1. And in spring training, I saw him hit a sharp 2-hopper to shortstop. And whoever was playing short just sort of like, I'll get it there. Spring training and whatever. And Dion beat it by 3 steps. It was like everyone in the ballpark was, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How fast this guy is. Swing and a miss by Marsh on a curveball. Down he goes. That is strikeout number 6 for Ranger.
Oh, another good curveball there. Ranger got a little ground ball through the hole, but he's still on point here with a guy that came in here hot in Marsh too. Nice walk by Narvaez.
Realmuto struck out his first trip 0 for 1.
Well, the speed guy for me was Ichiro. And it was just the way he got out of the box. He got out of the box. He's already running kind of when he was swinging. But I remember at second base, he did that chopper kind of like just to the left of the mound. I have to come in. He had to do that 4 or 5 times to me. I don't know if I ever got him out.
You weren't alone.
I remember one time, though, I think it was like the third. It was a couple of times in a game. And he got to second base and he looked at me, and I'm still shaking my head looking at him. He looks at me, grabs my arm and goes, "It's not your fault." And he started laughing.
He said it in English.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you speak English. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. I'm just amazing.
I'm just really fast.
Yes. How many hits did he get like that? Just reaching out and flicking it past the mound.
He just got out of the box. It was lightning fast.
Great defensive player, marvelous arm. Realmuto will take one downstairs. And every year after the Mariners season ended, I was told he flew to Cooperstown as soon as the season ended to walk through Cooperstown. Had a guided tour. Often the buildings were closed, but they opened them up for him. And of course, there he is to this day. His plaque is in there. Line drive, base hit into right. Realmuto will move Bohm up to second. First and second, 1 out. Phillies with a threat. By far their best of the night.
It's a pretty good pitch. Realmuto goes out. This thing is off the play. Look at this. Come back and got the corner. Stays on and stays through it.
That'll send up Felix Reyes, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1. Well, they have their first 2 hits in the game. And now a man in scoring position. Reyes hitting just 135. But he'll have a base hit into right field. Charged by Abreu. Bowman to third, stopping as the throw comes all the way home, and the bases are loaded on 3 singles. With Sosa coming up. So Ranger had been breezing through the first 4 innings, only 1 base runner. That was on a walk, and now 3 hits in the 5th.
That one there just kind of found that hole in the shift. Still a ground ball away here with Sosa, who loves to swing. It's kid's a free swinger. Tune in tomorrow at 6:30. Red Sox Game Day Live. It's presented by Plymouth Rock. TC, Jim, and Pap. They're going to preview the 3-game series against the Braves. It's only on NESN, streaming on NESN 360.
And Sosa caught looking at a third strike in the 3rd inning. He is 0 for 1, and then Turner after him. With Bohm at 3rd, Realmuto at 2nd, and Reyes now at 1st.
I mentioned this kid last night. Like he swings like 63% of the time. So this first pitch, whether that's a changeup just down to get the ground ball, cut her in, try to get the ground ball, but that's what that conversation's about.
Man, does he attack? As we showed you, very good with the bases loaded.
That one cutter was up. Looked like that's where they wanted it.
One man away. They're all loaded up and fouled away. Another swing by Sosa. It's an upset when he doesn't.
He's in swing mode. If you're Suarez, you got to have confidence in Narvaez right now to bounce this curveball out of the zone and see if you can get him free swinging. He'll block it.
And the 0-2 to Sosa. Sosa's been one of the best hitters this season with runners in scoring position, hitting .350.
You got to throw him something he can't reach.
0-0 game. And the 0-2 coming. Sosa acquired from the Cardinals for Jojo Romero a few years ago. He has hit 1 home run. 1-2. He struck him out. Change up to get him. 2 down.
See, and that just kind of goes to show you as far as hitting goes and guys that swing often. If you swing as much as this kid does, I don't have to throw you a strike. And in this league, they will not. And nobody makes a living swinging at balls.
Trey Turner wails away, comes up empty. He's grounded out to third and a short. 0 for 2 tonight. Different story with this guy. He's a batting champ. He's not had that kind of season yet. Hitting .231. He falls behind 0-2.
That was Ranger kind of with that little yell. He did not like that pitch. He got away with that little cutter. That was middle.
Well, they loaded the bases with 1 out. Now they're at 2 down and 2 strikes on Turner, and here it comes.
Gas him up.
92. Schwarber on deck. Well, not every game is won or lost in the 8th and 9th innings. 0-2. Check swing. They appeal. No. Livensparger said no swing.
It's a really good 0-2 pitch. Right where you want. A nice job by Turner laying off. But
Bohm at third, Real Muto at second, Reyes leads at first. Ranger with a 1-2. And it is in there for strike 3.
that's a good pitch.
Going to be a challenge here.
That's a good pitch.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. It is strike 3. Phillies with 1 remaining. Ranger Suarez can pitch, and he pitched himself out of a big time jam. Schedule now. This is a fan from Green Bay who knows how to dress for chilly weather.
Not that cold.
Not that cold. But in case a snowstorm develops.
All right.
Trevor Story leading it off here, bottom of the 5th inning. Boy, this game was just about to turn in a nasty way. But Ranger Suarez buckles down with the bases loaded, 1 down. He fans Sosa, then he strikes out a much tougher hitter in Turner.
Got 8 strikeouts. Didn't swing and miss.
And got out of it. Remains scoreless. Story and then Narvaez and then Durbin against Jesus Luzardo, who's also been very tough tonight. In a couple of situations where he's pitched out of it. He strikes out Trevor Story to begin the 5th. Time now for a strong play of the game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Sosa, he gets him at this changeup. Perfect location down. And then he's going to freeze Turner. A little backdoor cutter. Really good pitch. Turn to challenges. He loses it. 8 strikeouts through 5.
Narvaez rattles that one to Turner at short. 2 down. Durbin next.
And this Red Sox team has so many. You're talking about numbers, right? Talking about what their record is when a guy goes 6. How about when they score first? You know, compared to when the other team scores, I mean, the numbers are crazy. They're 15-7 when they score first, 3-17 when the other team does.
It's very true. Through 42 games now to game number 43, there are a lot of weird numbers.
That
very drastic numbers.
Get that first run. When they score 3 runs, they win. Can't let the other team score first. It's a fine line here so far.
We gave you that one earlier that really jumps out at you. The Red Sox 14-1 when the starter completes 6 innings. Outside on Durbin. But when they don't, the Red Sox are 3-22. Luzardo with a 2-1 pitch and line foul. Chad knows when to duck. And the 2-2 on Durbin. He'll get a piece of it to hang in there. And the lefty back at it with a 2-2 and ran it in, and that hit him. So the Red Sox have a base runner with 2 away as Durbin gets hit by the pitch.
That sweeper down in. Gets him that back foot. Yeah, that back heel. Good step. And Durbin gets on with 2 outs. You saw the move already that picked off Abreu. See if they want to try to put him in action. I mean, it's just going to be a guess. You're going to go first move. So the minute that foot takes off, you're going to take off for second. You get picked off. It's on the coaching staff just wanting you to go first move. But
something that Tracy's talked about here last 24-48 hours, wanting to run more frequently. He does have guys who can do it. Foul out of play. Durbin's one of those guys. But only hitting 165 coming into the game. And the lefty with a 1-1. Hammered toward third but foul. No score in the 5th. Only 6 hits in the game total, 3 apiece. Two away.
as Flores talking to Abreu. Luzardo, maybe something to look for. Talking about that pickoff move.
Connor Falefa 0 for 1 with a K. Red Sox to take on the Braves on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then on to Kansas City. Connolly early going in 3-2 with a 3.16 ERA, taking on a very dangerous Braves team tomorrow.
3-2. He's going to go on the pitch, but you saw that pickoff move, so you're going to get a late jump here at first base. Not trying to steal this bag.
And that'll be no pitch. The time was granted by the home plate ump Rick Ripperger, and 3-2 still to come. And the throw over. He's back in on his feet.
This is dangerous too. Now that's 2 disengagements. It's not a lock that he's going to deliver this baseball. You could give that good pickoff move and try to get him.
Runner goes, and it's going to be ball 4. So it is the 3rd inning in a row the Red Sox have had a man in scoring position.
The Spirit, Rhythm, Resilience of Haiti comes to Fenway May 22nd. You can purchase this special offer and receive a limited edition Red Sox Haitian Celebration soccer jersey. Visit at redsox.com/Haitian.
And Cotham, the pitching coach, out to talk to Luzardo. He's hit a batter and walked a man after 2 fast outs to begin the inning. And activity in the bullpen. Guys starting to get loose anyway.
We got rubber bands. We got some other thing filled with halfway through water. A little different world out there these days. A couple guys used to get up, give you a little show hammy stretches, right? Yeah, I'm good.
Couple pitches ready to come in the game.
I don't know what that does, but I see a lot of people use it.
Duran 0 for 2. He's lined to center and he's grounded back to the pitcher. And they look at the ball. Red Sox trying to break through here against Luzardo. Duran 18 runs batted in. Missed that one by a wide margin on a sweeper to make it 1-1.
Hey, the first nice 4 games in May. Remember, 7 for 18 at 3 homers. Is Duran. The last 7 games now riding a little 3 for 32. Just trying to find it. Smoked that first ball, but
yeah, 110.7. Fouled away. Duran 0 for his last 11. Just 3 for his last 31. It was after starting the month 7 for 18 with 3 home runs. So he has taken it in reverse and down to 181 for a batting clip. Trying to break through right here. Little pop up into left field, racing out Turner, and will run it down in front of Reyes. Red Sox again with a couple of base runners. Can't get the hit, and it's 0-0. Here, both of these guys have gotten out of jams. As Suarez gets Schwarber and did not swing, and that's going to be ball 1.
check out Ranger Suarez's pitch arsenal presented by New England area Audi dealers. A lot of swing and miss here tonight. Look at that curveball. He's got a good one.
8 strikeouts, including Schwarber twice.
Yeah, the swing and miss is there. It's like 32% here tonight. On the year, he's under 20. Of course, he got the 8 strikeouts, right? So it says a lot.
Schwarber pops that one back out of play. Curveball, and he's behind again, 1-2. Harper on deck, and then Garcia. So that is 2-3-4 for the Fighting Phils. They have 3 hits. The Red Sox have 3. Last inning, they got all of those against Ranger Suarez. Loaded the bases and did not score. Justin Slayton up in the pen.
Remember, he hasn't pitched in 10 days. He only threw 70 pitches in that 4-inning outing. Gets Slayton to cover it if he needs it this inning.
Fly ball into right. Abreu there. Backing up a bit. He's got it. And Schwarber is 0 for 3. 1 down in the 6th. In front of Harper, who's gone 0 for 9 in the series. Harper 373 career home runs. Will ground that one to the hole, and that is a seeing eye single between Contreras and Kiner-Falefa. And he is aboard. A rare occasion in this series for him.
That might do it.
Tracy coming out. And Slayton ready to face Garcia. Only the 4th hit he allowed tonight.
He was really good. Got out of that jam last inning. He's really good throughout this whole game. It's been going on now for some time. Good to see him back. A little nervous when he came out in that Houston game, but he was impressive tonight.
8 strikeouts, nothing game. Rangers Suarez pitching line presented by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. He leaves the mound now with a 2.44 ERA for the year.
And again, 76 pitches. Normally you would keep going, but again, came off that hamstring. Just happy to have him out there. Only threw 70 pitches 10 days ago, so it's a good first game back.
Garcia the batter, nothing. And Slayton drills a strike in there. He looked really sharp last night. Scoreless 7th inning against Philadelphia on 14 pitches. And then Whitlock and then Chapman. Red Sox would love that to be a regular occurrence, those 3.
That's how you dial it up.
Bryce Harper at first with 1 away. Right by him. 1-2.
Cutter, he leads with it. Goes over 50% of the time. 92. Got 97. We've seen some nice velocity from him this year. Got that sweeper. Then throwing that curveball that we saw more of last year at all, really, this year. Pretty much 3-pitch mix.
Harper off the bag at first, and a 1-2 pitch. He got him. 93 miles an hour with that cut to get Garcia. And 2 down.
That's just by him. No, 92, just late.
And Bohm next. He got their first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Base hit. Realmuto singled 1 batter later. Reyes also singled. They had Ranger in trouble, but he pitched out of it, striking out 3 guys in that inning. You got Marsh, you got Sosa, and he fanned Turner with the bases loaded. One strike on Bohm. He'll line that one by a diving Story toward the gap. Harper takes off for 3rd. Throw comes into 2nd. Harper down to 3rd on the base hit by Bohm, his 2nd knock. And the Phillies have runners at 1st and 3rd, 2 down.
Bohm getting his 2nd hit of the night, and that cutter again. That's just kind of middle and up. Just throwing that ball by Garcia up there too. Maybe that one was down a little bit.
Now Brandon Marsh is 0 for 2, but he came into the series their hottest hitter. Saw his 13-game hit streak come to an end last night.
He's got 393 batting average, 2 runners in scoring position. Another big spot here in the 6th.
Now back-to-back stressful innings for the Red Sox pitching staff. Does have 2 away. Shot toward left center. Rafaela makes the play. A backhand and a roll for Cedon as he covers the gap. Outstanding defense.
Rafaela just closes the gap, outruns the baseball, makes a nice little catch, tumbles, and then coming off the field, just reminding some people. Yeah, that's right. There's gold on that glove.
Well, we're headed for Atlanta. I keep thinking there's a lot of Andrew Jones in that kid. a lot. Covering ground like that, making it look a lot easier than it is. Monasterio leading off in the bottom of the 6th. And that's with a couple of men on base. Phillies, by the way, have stranded 6 men in the last 3 innings. Red Sox defense has been a bright spot.
You got to get one across here.
Monasterio has whiffed. He's also fly to center. Will be followed by Abreu and then Contreras against Luzardo. Philly starter remaining on. That was his 77th pitch and a challenge here.
The batter is challenging the pitch.
Pretty good pitch.
The pitch is a strike. Boston has 1 challenge remaining.
3-1 instead of 2-2, leading off a tie ball game in the 6th. Not awful.
Nope. Now the 2-2. And a full count.
Trying to get that leadoff runner here in a tie ball game. Tracy was talking about the ABS and his team now, a couple 3 weeks into under him.
3-2 and a rocket. Reyes will not have a play. It's off the monster. He lunges and knocks it down into second base. Monasterio. He will pull in with a double. And that's how the Red Sox 6th inning gets underway.
Boy, that's some quick hands. This is good fastball location. Really good. Look at quick, short, quick swing. Don't have to swing big to hit it hard. This ball is hit hard, and because Reyes kind of fumbles the baseball, it's an easy double. If he bare hands that thing clean, you're probably holding it first. You got to get this guy across.
Willier 1 for 2, a single. And then he was picked off first base by Luzardo. Yep, the Red Sox have not been a good ABS team. If you just look at that one number where they rank, it's been a problem for the Red Sox. Last night we saw Durbin, late in the game. Red Sox up a couple, down to 1 challenge.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one. I was talking about, he felt like he had a good little run. Last night they missed a couple. He didn't mind the Wong one we talked about. He just barely missed it. But
Bolden working in their bullpen, and the count goes to 3-0 on Willier.
It's hard. Normally you're in the 6th, so you got to move this runner. But Willier, he's been swinging. He's the best hitter. I want him to hit.
He's taking a strike. 3-1.
And one of the things he's been doing nicely, right, hitting that big hole at shortstop. So kind of stay on the baseball, stay that way. That's when he's at his best.
Came in hitting .378 against lefties. Broken back ground ball. Sosa will handle it. That will advance the runner.
That'll work.
So 1 down, and again Red Sox have a man 90 feet from the plate. Contreras will try to pick him up.
I always wish I was a lefty. My job was to get a runner roll from second to third, and I could roll over with the best of them. I mean, you can give me a fastball right down the middle, and I'll hit a ground ball pull side. It's and then you get, and everybody shakes your hand for doing it.
Sure. Especially if that run gets in. Wilson doubled his last time up. It's also flat out to center. Infield in several steps as the Red Sox try to be the first team to score here tonight in the bottom of the 6th. He'll look at a ball. .23 runs batted in as he leads the ball club. Also with his 8 home runs. And the 2-0 from Luzardo. 2-1. And a challenge.
Batter's challenging the pitch.
See here, another 2-1 count, trying to get the 3-1. That's it. They're out.
Pitch is a strike. Boston is out of challenges.
In the 6th inning.
I don't know about that one. I get it. Man on third. But even if you give it to him, you still up 2-1 count. Trying to go to 3-0.
97. Swung through it, 2-2. Monasterio at third. Red Sox have been looking for a really meaningful hit all night. And the 2-2. Made him dance a bit. Again, 97. And Luzardo with a payoff pitch. Ground ball and snatched by Turner. That freezes the runner. And Contreras is out. Turner with a nice play to keep that from squeaking through. And 2 down.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones, right? That's predetermined. You know, they're not going on contact. If they are, I think Monasterio, I think he scores on this, but that's predetermined even before there's contact. Obviously, they're going to see the ball get through the infield, and really nice play by Turner.
Cedon 0 for 2, a strikeout, a flyout. Just made an outstanding defensive play on the Marsh fly ball with 2 base runners. Now looking to deliver with the bat. Tracy was talking about the clutch gene that Cedon has shown in his career, but won't come through with a hit here. Gobbled up by Turner again. Close play, but got him at first to retire the side. It was a close play. We'll see if the Red Sox bother to challenge it. They will not. So the Sox get a leadoff double and cannot bring that man home. Perfect 8th inning last night with a strikeout with just 11 pitches against the Phillies.
17th appearance. You don't normally see him in this situation.
Realmuto with a fly along the line, and Abreu can't get to that.
It's 7, 8, 9. Who's going to face Schwarber in the 8th? Is that going to be Chapman? Who gets the 9th? I thought this would be, you know, a Weiser-Kelly type thing for the bottom third and save one of those 2 for the top. You don't normally see him come in 7, 8, 9.
No. Realmuto with a base hit and a K. And in for strike. 0-2 on the 3-time All-Star. Red Sox are 6-5 in the month of May. Wave and a miss. Got him with a slider. 1 away.
3 pitches, quick work. The slider way off the plate.
You hope that Tracy is asked about this, about why Whitlock is in against this part of the order. This is going to be Bryson Stott to hit for Reyes. And a guy who could run too if he gets on.
Might bring Crawford into the game too. Next.
He will hit for Sosa. Fouled away, strike 1, 95 miles an hour. Phillies 5 hits, Red Sox 4 hits. Phillies loaded the bases with 1 out in the 5th inning. Suarez struck out 3 men. They got 2 singles in the 6th inning. Cedon made an outstanding running catch in the outfield to lock up that inning. Red Sox have had the better opportunities. Just had another one with a leadoff double, and with 1 out, Monasterio was standing at third. Red Sox couldn't bring him in. Had 2 base runners in the 5th inning, had 2 in the 4th inning, had a double in the 3rd inning.
Another one of those nights, 0 for 7, scoring position. He didn't even need a hit in a couple of those spots.
One and 2 on Stott.
Yeah, the last one's tough. You know, made on third, 1 out. You say, you know what, forget it. We're not scoring. Let's just go on contact, and it's a one hopper to third. You know, then what do you do?
Popped up for Contreras. He'll wait on this. And 2 down. Samaniego throwing in the pen has been tremendous.
There's some confidence there with him, huh?
I'd say so.
Throwing great. I was wondering if they would go Chapman in the 8th and let Samaniego close it the way he's been throwing.
Another option. Of course, you got Schwarber and Harper right around the corner. Sosa with a big cut. He has struck out 2 times. By the way, happy 84th birthday to Hall of Famer Tony Perez. Played for the Red Sox at one point in his career, 7-time All-Star. One of the great gentlemen in the game. 84.
84.
Part of that big red machine. He's a man who played for Cincinnati. Will we see Aroldis tonight?
Surprised Mattingly didn't go to Crawford there in this spot here, but saving him for maybe a little bit later.
1-2. A wave and a miss. Got him with that nasty slider. And they went fishing. He strikes out 2 in the inning.
Eight strikeouts. Look at the curveball. It was fantastic. The sinker, he was freezing guys with it. One little cutter. It's when he got Turner with, and a good changeup off the plate. Location was on point here tonight.
Well, right-hander Keller will deliver. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Red Sox with Story, Narvaez, Durbin set to hit against Brad Keller. And they've made a couple of defensive changes as well. This will be popped up by Trevor Story in the infield. Harper would like to take it. Bryce Harper with the grab. Story 0 for 3 tonight. Sosa moving to left. And Stott is the new second baseman.
Oh, but you know me, I'm a superstitious man. I've tried sitting, I've tried standing, I've tried 3/4 vest, I've tried jacket, I've tried vest, there's 3/4 zip up. I mean, I'm trying everything up here.
You haven't tried shirtless yet.
Well, that's maybe next, if that's what it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Jacket's off, the 3/4 on.
Well, it's starting to rain again, by the way. You're like every ball player I have ever known over nearly 40 years in the booth.
I'm just begging.
Superstitious times 1,000. And occasionally it works.
Try rally coffee, rally water. Like I mean,
Rally coffee's a new one. Carlos with a double to start the 3rd inning, but the Red Sox, even though they bunted him over, couldn't get that run in. And Keller gets that one in for a strike.
Remember, you're out of challenges now too. Phillies got 1 left.
3-2.
The thing about that last one, I get it. It's guy on third, 0-0 game, but it's a 2-0 count to Contreras, right? Just let that go. It's still 2-1. You're in control of the at bat.
Oh, fouled away. I always thought the point of ABS was to be discerning with those choices, particularly late in game. Unless you just have a team that's great at it. They can do whenever they want, and there are a few of those clubs out there. 3-2 fouled away. The Red Sox have not been one, even earlier in the season when you were hearing, oh, they're actually good at it. They are ranked in the bottom half of the league.
We challenge less than anyone in baseball.
3-2 home. And foul tip into the mitt and held on by Real Muto for the K. 2 down. So now Durbin to step in. Hit by a pitch, and he's also put down a sacrifice bunt. He's made a nifty play at 3rd. Nobody on base. Ground ball to third. And it gets by Bohm down the line.
Get there.
Durbin, good speed heading into second. He is going to slide in there safely. Red Sox catch a break. Bohm could not make the play, and the Sox have another man in scoring position.
This ball, look, I got the hands a little bit. Bohm just took a stab at it through the hands. It got in on him. He just missed it. Got in that shallow left field, and Durbin speed is going to get two. We can get a pinch hitter here. It's Meyer.
Might wind up with a double on that play, and here comes Marcelo Meyer to bat for Kiner Falefa. Meyer's been swinging a good bat.
Kind of surprised they on the lefty up in that bullpen. You know, Duran on deck. You knew Meyer's on the bench. You know, Yoshida's on the bench. IKF's going to pinch hit for him. Gonna leave it up to Keller.
Alvarado throwing in their bullpen in just a moment. He's starting to stretch right now. Meanwhile, Marcelo Meyer to hit. Sitting .353 when the game is tied.
Last I checked, it's tied.
Each side now with 5 hits. Time and time again tonight, the Red Sox have given themselves opportunities. Another one knocking here. Little floater off third down the line. It's going to drop foul. We'll take anything at this point.
You've seen that good slider from Keller against the righties. Against the lefties, you're going to see that changeup. He just threw that first pitch to Marcelo. That's the other to go with the fastball.
Was ruled a 2-base hit for Durbin. 2 down. Now with Durbin's speed, a base hit could put the Red Sox on the board here, and that's in there for a strike. And 1-2. Keller can bring it. That was 97.
He ain't the same guy who was back here a couple years ago. Back 93, 94. Middle.
Swing and a miss. The changeup actually strikes him out. Red Sox waste another opportunity. They strand a runner at second base.
Here at Fenway in the top of the 8th. Big spot here for Tyler Samaniego, who's got a 0 ERA at Fenway. He's made 13 scoreless appearances to start his young career, and he's given that trust in big spots. Talk with him about the reins that Chad Tracy has given him, and he told me it's awesome to get the call in these leverage spots.
They'll give up a base hit immediately to Trey Turner to begin the 8th inning, Jemai.
And he told me that he likes the pressure. These are situations he prepares for, and he's gotten used to. He loves the leverage role and getting big outs. He's got a real opportunity here, guys.
A high stress one too with Schwarber coming up, and then Harper. Zach Kelly tossing the Red Sox pen. Red Sox with another very frustrating offensive performance there. 0 for 8. With runners in scoring position. And here's Schwarber. 0 for 3.
Well, if he likes pressure, he's going to love this inning. Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper on deck. Kelly up there probably for Adolis in the hole.
2-0. Schwarber started this series with a bang, quite literally a home run in his first at bat in game 1. Been quiet since then. And that'll be ball 3. Of course, he draws a lot of walks. Harper on deck. .30 pitch taken all the way. 3-1.
That's a big confidence inning. You think about it. You gave Whitlock 7, 8, 9. So you could give him the top of the order. I know lefties. I get it, but it's a big spot.
3-1 swing and a high deep drive to right, and see you later. A shore bomb. His 18th. When he gets noisy, he gets as noisy as anybody. 2-0 Phillies.
He fell behind. We talked about in game one, kind of that's an at bat with Schwarber. You kind of want to get over early, execute a pitch, maybe get him to roll over. The longer, more pitches he sees, the more comfortable he gets, and you're just a mistake away from something bad happening.
417 feet.
Something bad happened. RBI number 30. 18th homer.
Samaniego allowing the first runs in his major league career in his 14th appearance.
3-1. Little spinner. Little cutter looked like.
Bounding ball to the right side. Contreras will feed the pitcher. One down.
And you knew it. Just that swing on it over the bullpen.
Kelly will be called on here. And Schwarber had hit a home run in 5 straight before going 0 for 2 yesterday, and he's back at it with a dagger shot there. 2-0 Philadelphia. We'll have more in a moment. On NESN and streaming on NESN 360, presented by Bigelow Tea. So Tracy elects to go with Samaniego against that part of the line, but gets burned on that. And here comes Zach Kelly out of the pen. 2-0 after the home run by Schwarber, which is his 7th in the last 7 games.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. I know he's throwing the ball real well, but
well, you were scratching your head before that. Why not Whitlock for that part of the order?
I mean, it's a confidence inning. But Garrett Whitlock's facing Schwarber. You know, and those guys.
Totally. Samaniego gives up the 2-run shot. Red Sox down late. Massive swing by Garcia. 2-1. He is hitless tonight. And of course, when you have a guy like Schwarber who can change a game with one swing, that's a confidence boost. 2-2.
Well, you got to keep it here. I mean, you can't feel like you're down 2-0 with 2 innings to go and the game is over. So you've had some opportunities to score some runs. You haven't got that big hit. Still got a couple to go.
Can you rally to win it? 2-2. Breaking ball and in there for strike 3. And 2 away for the Phillies. Red Sox left the top of the order when we go to the last of the 8th. Duran, Monasterio, and Abreu. Against the Philly bullpen. Alec Bowman a good night with a pair of singles. He's gone 2 for 3. And a strike. 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Phillies. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. And the 0-1 home to Bohm.
That's what Zach Kelly can do when he fills the zone with strikes. 7 pitches, 5 strikes. Get strike 1, and then he can expand with that good stuff. You get Alvarado, the lefty, up.
And 2 strikes on Bohm. Hitting 196 coming into this at bat, and he'll take a ball. Red Sox heading for Atlanta. Cubs have a 1-0 lead on the Braves right now. They're in the 7th inning. It was Chris Sale starting for the Braves tonight. Atlanta trying to sweep the Cubs. And 1-2. Chopper to short. Story can't handle it. Another glance off into center field, and Bohm is aboard for the third time.
I had bad news written all over. He's charging this ball off the bat. Probably want to sit back and get this hop, because you can see they just turned it into a real tough hop. If he sits back, it was going to be kind of like a catch and release, a little bit deeper. Unable to come up with that pick.
Red Sox make the game's first error. And here's Marsh, who's gone 0 for 3. He's grounded to short, struck out, fly to center. Zach Kelly, the fourth man out of the bullpen. Ranger Suarez really pitched a terrific 5 innings plus. He struck out 8, only 4 hits, no runs, facing his old team. But Schwarber gets Samaniego, and a chopper foul off first. Another Fenway blast for Schwarber. Brief time he was here, Red Sox were in postseason play, and he hit a home run in every round of the playoffs that year. All 3 rounds in 21. He was tempted but didn't swing it. 1-2. Marsh at .336. He moved out a hit tonight. 2 away, and a play on it first. On the pick attempt, Bohm back in.
So last night the Red Sox won 3-1. Every run was via the home run. Schwarber, of course, hit one in game 1 as well. The power of the long ball. One swing changes everything.
As we are again reminded, Red Sox hit a pair last night in the victory. Now Kelly trying to finish off Marsh here with a base runner and 2 down in the 8th inning. And it's 2-2. Realmuto would hit next. Kelly trying to end the inning right here with a 2-2 to Brandon Marsh. Instead, a base hit into center field. That's right after the error. That'll advance Bohm to second. And here in the 8th inning, the Phillies have had 4 men on base. And they're threatening to score again.
One big out here. He's got to get out of this. Got ahead of the hitters. Got to finish it off right here. Strike 1, most important pitch.
JT Realmuto with a base hit tonight, around 2 strikeouts. So Bohm at second, Marsh at first, 2-0 Phillies. And he gets drilled by the pitch. And that'll load up the bases. All of this happening with 2 down. Error, single, hit by pitch. Bailey heading out. And Stott will be the hitter. Back to the hit batsman.
Yeah, this one here, he just lost it. Looked like a cutter he's trying to throw away. Left it way up and in. And now you got to execute, right? I know there was an error behind you with 2 outs. You thought you were out of the inning, but you're not. This is when you got to bear down. You pick up your teammate, right? Made an error behind you.
That's Bohm standing at third. He reached on the E6. Marsh and Realmuto filling up the bases. They had the bases loaded back in the 5th inning with 1 out. Now they're 2 out, but they didn't score then. Suarez really buckled down. Great effort in that frame. Can the Red Sox do it again? 2 down. as they bid to stay in the game. And Stott will take strike one. Hitting .215, 3 home runs. Back in 23, he was the second Philly ever with a postseason grand slam. Shane Victorino did it for them. Big hits for the Red Sox too. And the count 0-2.
Good job getting ahead. Now you got to finish it off and execute here. How do you want to finish it?
Right-hander Watson loosens in the pen. Kelly up 2 strikes on Stott. Bases loaded, 2 down. Bounced it. Good stop, Narvaez. On a change.
It's a nice job by Carlos. The guy down there at third base moves that body, gets in front of it.
And Kelly home in the 1-2. And a ground ball toward the hole. Durbin fills it. Took a look at second. Throws to first. In time for out number 3. On a close play, Mattingly with a hand up. And they will challenge this on a bang-bang play at first.
To see this replay, but it's just a situation late, right? 8th inning, got a chance to get another run. If you're Don Mattingly, why not? If it's bang-bang, he can run.
The ruling on the field is the runner was out at first base. Philadelphia has challenged.
Safe and a run would score if that is the case.
Yeah.
And make it 3-0.
We'll see. You know, he glanced to second base. Meyer was over a little bit, but he knows the speed of the base runner compared to Realmuto on second, and was looking to kind of go to second base for maybe an easier out, but Meyer shifted over. So when he looks up, look where he is. Meyer's not there yet, and he's forced to go to first base, and we'll see.
After review, the ruling on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Philadelphia will retain its challenge.
A lot of things going Don Mattingly's way, but that glance was just enough to cost the Red Sox a run there. And now Crawford will dig in. We were looking for him last inning. Justin Crawford will bat here. 3-0 Phillies as they reload the bases. Fouled away by Crawford, who homered here last night. It's called a single, by the way. Ground ball to Durbin. And he'll foul it away. 0-2. So you think about all that's happened since the era. There were 2 down. Of course, the 2-run homer by Schwarber, then a ground out and a strikeout. The E6 opens the door. Base hit, hit batsman, base hit, another run in, and 3-0. And Crawford, the 9th man to hit in the inning. He'll take a ball.
There's that play here from Durbin. You see where Meyer is. He's way over. This ball's hit the shortstop. And he's telling him to go across the diamond because he knows he can't get there in time. That quick glance was all the difference.
So in this inning, we talked about the Red Sox playing such good defense, but not in this inning. And it's been very costly. 2 down, bases jammed, the 2-2. And hit hard but foul. The Phillies have 9 hits. 4 of them have come in this 8th inning, including Schwarber's bomb. The game changer. Kelly just trying to survive here with 2 down. Hard hit. It's Story to go to second. Meyer got there in time. Force play finally ends it. But they get 3 runs, and it's 3-0 Philadelphia. The official hospital of the Red Sox, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, is advancing medicine with breakthroughs in research, nationally ranked specialty care, and innovative treatments. You can learn more at bidmc.org. So Alvarado, the tough left-hander, inheriting a 3-0 lead as we bring in the last half of the 8th inning. Red Sox imploding. Crawford goes in center. And Marsh now in left.
Alvarado with that 98-mile-an-hour sinker cutter combination. Saw him the other night.
Duran 0 for 3. He's lined to center. Grounded to the pitcher and popped to short. Red Sox have been held to 5 hits. You look at the strike, 99.
Strange lefty. I mean, righties are hitting 182. Lefties are 13 for 26. That's 500.
And popped up again. The catcher, Realmuto, called off by Bohm, third baseman, with the grab, 1 down. Jarren Duran 0 for 4. Monasterio with a double. He's also flied out, struck out tonight. Doubled in the 6th inning to lead off the inning. And the Red Sox could not score him. Sox with a hit batsman and a walk in the 5th, couldn't score. A single, a double in the 4th, couldn't score. A double in the 3rd, couldn't score. Double in the 7th. And now you have to face some of the harder throwers in the National League at the back end of their pen.
You're going to have Duran coming in here in the 9th.
0-2. Abreu, the on-deck man. And the 2-strike pitch will be inside. Red Sox loss would leave them at 8-14 at Fenway.
We got to figure out this ballpark, swinging the bats. We talked about it coming in. I think they're averaging 2.2 runs, and it's something they're last 14-15 games in this ballpark. You got 1 in the first game, 3 last game. Scored 4 total runs in 3 games here. It's been going on now for a couple weeks.
And during that time, getting very good starting pitching.
Yeah.
Excellent starting pitching for a lot of games. 2-2.
There's not a lack of trying. I mean, these guys are out here. You see them out here taking early BP, trying to figure this thing out, but it gets to the point where it starts getting in your dome. You're trying to do too much or whatever it is, but
Monasterio working the left-hander Alvarado. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And runs it full. And 11 games in May. The Red Sox are 2nd in the American League, 3rd in the majors with a .261 earned run average. It's again coming back to the starters doing their jobs, pitching staff doing their jobs in many of those games, but cannot get the hit. There's a shot out to left center field. That's going to get by Marsh and Crawford and all the way up against the monster. Monasterio at second base with his 2nd double tonight. So he's trying to get something going. Good at bat there.
yeah, really good at bat. Last couple at bats. Again, showing he can hit velocity. He turned on that Luzardo double, and here again from Alvarado. Monasterio does a nice job for you. Just tries to figure out ways to get him in there more often.
So now Wilyer Abreu 1 for 3, a single tonight, hitting .306. And Sox trying to get a run on the board at last. And strike 1. Red Sox 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Up the middle and a base hit to center. Monasterio rounding. He will score, and the Red Sox are finally in the run column. That makes it 3-1. Second hit tonight for Willier, and his 19th RBI.
Another multiple hit game for Willier Abreu. Big hit. You know, these guys know. They know they're 0 for 8. They know they're struggling. I mean, sometimes you get in there and you see that man on second base. It starts building a little bit and gets enough of this ball, stays up the middle of the park, doesn't try to pull it, and finds a hole.
Well, tying run to the plate now, and Contreras has a double. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Red Sox with back-to-back hits for the second time tonight in an inning. And a mile-high pop-up in a foul ground, and a play for Bryce Harper. 2 down. Ryan Kirkering, the right-hander, firing away in their pen. And it'll bring up Cedar Rafaela, who's gone 0 for 3 so far. Strikeout, fly out, ground out.
A spot probably for Kirkering here, you'd think. You see that slider that he has, but
Watson now up as well. And Weissert. 2 down. And that one hit him. Yeah, he got hit by that pitch. You could hear it up here. Red Sox with a couple of base runners. With 2 away. Trevor Story will be next.
That little slider in just gets enough of the elbow. Get that tying run on first base.
And the Philly pitching coach will head out to the hill. 2 base runners. Red Sox trying to put together their own 8th inning. Philly sent 9 men to hit in the top of the 8th. Scored 3 times. Trevor Story with his first home run at Fenway this season last night.
Another good spot for it here. His first at bat, get a little 4-seamer middle, and he doesn't miss it. His 3rd of the year. Another good spot here. They got to keep him in this ball game. Kirkering's out there in that pen. He got a nasty sweeper, swing and miss to righties, but they're going to let Story face the lefty.
So 2 on, 2 out. Trevor's grounded out, struck out, popped up 0 for 3. And yet another opportunity for the Red Sox to cash in. And ball 1. And again, it's only 3-1. Every game in the series has been tight. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looking for him to get that sinker in. Sinker up, rather. You got that little cutter. Get one of those over the middle of the plate.
Abreu and Rafaela get their leads, and it's fouled away. 97. 1-2.
Sinker in that outer half. We're looking for a mistake here. Alvarado knows the situation too. He can look over his shoulder and see how close that monster is. He's got little sinkers down and away, trying to make him use the big part of this ballpark.
The Red Sox have the tying runs aboard.
Need a mistake.
And a 1-2 to Trevor Story. bounced it. And a block by Realmuto.
That's a big block by JT. Keep him right at first and second. Gets away from him. You're talking second and third now.
He's been an outstanding catcher for a while now.
One of the best at that.
They lead at first and second. And struck him out. Elevated cutter to strikeout Story. And the Red Sox again fail to come through. They do get the 1 run, but strand 2 more. Hey, Yingling Flight, your vibe, your beer.
Difference in the game right here. A little 3-1 cutter. Middle, number 18 in the year for Kyle Schwarber at 1/4-17, 110 off the bat. That made it 2-0. They added another, as did the Sox, 3-1 here.
So to the 9th inning. Watson, the right-hander, coming out of the pen. And he'll have the top of the order that started the trouble for the Red Sox in the 8th inning. It was Trey Turner with a base hit and Schwarber with the blast. And then after 2 out, Trevor Story with an error that opened the door to another big run. Base hit, a hit batsman, a single. And it's 3-1 Phillies. Turner with a cut and a miss. He has gone 1 for 4 with a big hit and a run.
And Watson's 16th appearance. Last time he threw 3 innings last Thursday against Tampa. Gave up 3 runs in that one. They were trailing when he came in.
Schwarber on deck. And the sweeper will put him away. Strike 3. 1 out in the Philly 9th.
Pretty good work right there. That sweeper location was on point.
Schwarber with his 7th home run in the last 7 games. As Durant gets going in their bullpen. The closer who touches 100. 18 home runs for Kyle. Pair of home runs here at Fenway in the series. Going to be a foul tip. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cubs are trying to stave off a sweep from Atlanta. They have a 2-0 lead in the 8th inning in Georgia, where the Red Sox are headed next. Braves with the winningest record in the game. They are 30-13. You don't want to know what they are at home.
Don't tease me.
14-6.
All right.
Tonight's game delayed 20 minutes because of rain. But a few days ago, this looked like an almost certain washout. 1-2 pitch. And he won't bite. And Watson looking to get Schwarber. Harper on deck. And he does. Breaking ball to strike him out. 2 down.
Watson coming in here and spinning it, throwing some good sweepers, good curveball there. We've seen this pitch get Schwarber a few times. This is below the zone. He got 18 home runs, but this, he doesn't mind striking out. Draw some walks too.
And Bryce Harper's been on base a couple times tonight, a walk and a single. 1 for 3. And this is his only hit in the series as he takes a ball. Well, all 3 games have been close. They have been low scoring affairs, but the Phillies are on the edge of taking the series. Fly ball by Harper, not deep. In comes Cedon. And that is all for Philadelphia. Bottom of the 9th coming away. The Red Sox need 2 to tie. For a game summary presented by Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox. Both starters were very, very good. Red Sox 1 for 10, however, with runners in scoring position. The Phillies are 2 for 6. They've left 9 men on base, but the giant difference is they have Kyle Schwarber, and he belted a 2-run homer. Now they bring on Duran, the closer.
This guy is tough. You're going to see 100. No sinker, four-seamer. Very good sweeper, kind of righties, and a curveball more so to lefties as Mickey Gasper gets in here to pinch hit for Narvaez.
And Yoshida will hit for Durbin. Masataka on deck. 97 to start him. A swing and a miss, strike one.
And that sinker looks like a split. Has that kind of action. He's got 100 four-seamer too, and probably on top of the zone.
Gasper 455, fouls it away, 0-2. Trying to give the Red Sox a huge lift off the bench tonight in the bottom of the ninth. Red Sox trailing 3-1.
Split there. Hasn't thrown many of those this year yet.
2-strike pitch.
Remember, Myers in the hole too. He came in to pinch hit for IKF, so you got 3 lefties to get to the top.
And a right-hander with the 0-2 pitch to Gasper. And he will strike him out. Sat that splitter on the edge and caught him looking.
See that split finger. He didn't throw that pitch all that much. He showed him 2 of them here in this at bat.
And now Masataka Yoshida to hit for Durbin. Let a double his last at bat. Masa hitting .274. Does have an on base of .384. A lot of that was a run of walks at the beginning of the season. He's been getting his singles. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Remember the walks too earlier in the year. He was giving you good at bats, getting on base. The time you take it, trying to find ways to get him in this lineup, getting his hits.
Take another one right here. 2-1. Meyer next.
You got to get Duran up. Get one of these guys on. Give him a shot to run into something.
One down, 2-1 to Masataka, and he's looking at a strike at 98. Phillies did all of their scoring in the 8th inning. Unfortunately, that's true of the Red Sox as well. Outside, 3-2. Schwarber with his 2nd home run of the series. It was a gut punch. And payoff pitch to Yoshida, and walks him. So the Red Sox with a pulse. That will bring the tying run to home plate.
That's what we're talking about. Coming in pinch hit, you can use them in the right spot. Gives you a good at bat. Gives you a chance here.
Marcelo has hit once tonight. He struck out in the 7th. Almost got drilled. Red Sox have had a couple of men get hit by pitches tonight. Cedar Rafaela and Caleb Durbin. Aroldis ready if needed. Masataka went about 1/3 of the way and goes back to first.
Bryce Harper's playing way back with the lefty up. He's not holding him. That run means absolutely nothing. They're going to give him this bag, and you're going to take it. Try to stay out of double play.
Not going here and in for strike. Stepping off like that, that is obviously a disengagement. 1 down, 3-1 Phillies, bottom of the 9th. Marcelo with the 1 home run so far this year. There goes Masataka, and a chopper to first, right along the line, but foul. Did not throw a fastball there. He threw him a knuckle curve.
You try to extend it any way you can. If you're Massa and you can get this bag, get over to second base, fine. Last thing, keeps the double play, end of game. At least nothing else. It gives Duran a chance. Harper was kind of creeping in a little bit more. If you don't go, you better get back.
And Duran with a 1-2. And Yoshida holding it first, cut on and missed. He sped him up 99 to strike him out. 2 down.
Went back to that 4-seamer, top of the zone. Strike 2.
And here's Duran, the last hope for the Red Sox tonight. He has gone 0 for 4. Hitting 179. Runner goes on strike 1. Masataka safely to second. We do not grant a stolen base. It's indifference. 2 down. And a 1-strike pitch. Right by him, 0-2. Philly fans have been out in force throughout the series. Don Mattingly has really turned things around. They have not lost a series. They've won 4 straight. 1 more strike, they make it 5 in a row since he took over. And the 0-2 on the way from the powerful righty, and struck him out at 100 miles an hour. The Red Sox get another man into scoring position. They wind up going 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. They dip to 18 and 25. Philadelphia wins the series. The Red Sox now on to Atlanta to face the best team in baseball.
Well, Ranger Suarez threw the ball well, but once again, the offensive struggles in this ballpark. Unable to kind of score, put things together. You're now 7 series at home. You're 1-5-1. Searching for that second series win at Fenway Park, and you got to find ways to get this offense going somehow.
Well, now hitting the road for 2 series. Stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. TC, Jim, and Pap will break it down, the key moments in tonight's loss. Plus, you'll hear from Chad Tracy and from Ranger Suarez. That and more coming up after the break.